Jimmy Houston Outdoors, America's favorite fishing show, is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. By Mercury Marine, go boldly. By High Seas, when the money's on the line. By Ray Marine, don't just go fishing, go hunting underwater with Ray Marine. And by Shell Rotella, the engine oil that works as hard as you do.
Oh man, that's pretty. This water, as you get further up this creek, is a little bit more dingy. And it's helping that spinnerbait. We're kind of out of that wind. The wind's blowing, we're pretty doggone hard. Oh, that's a nice fish there. Look how fat that fish is.
He's full of them shads.
Well, you look how fat he is. My left thumb is so sore. Look at that fish. Look at his belly. Hey, he's got a crawfish tail sticking out of it. Got crawfish pinchers sticking out of his mouth. Or whiskers, not feelers. That feels them. Look at that. Man.
Plump.
Well, Tim, I don't know. People going to be sending donations in to you and me for something. You look bad and I sound bad.
We do need some help.
You got a Band-Aid on your nose. And I sound like a girl.
I know.
People gonna turn their TV on and go, oh my Lord, what are they doing? What are they putting on TV nowadays?
You know, Jimmy, you could just move your mouth and I could be your voice, you know, like lip syncing or something. What do you think about that?
All right, we'll try it. We're gonna try it. All right, let's see how this works. Okay, now here's where it's gotta go. Here's the way. Today we're fishing with the Jimmy Houston Legend spinnerbait.
Okay.
Say it.
Today we're here fishing with the Jimmy Houston spinnerbaits.
It's a great bait.
It's a great bait.
Not only will it catch bass, but it catches big crappie.
Not only does it catch bass, but it catches big crappie.
I worked with Lucky Strike to develop the best spinnerbait ever.
I worked with Lucky Strike to develop the best spinnerbait ever.
Audio by the Mountain Man.
That's gonna be killer.
Here we go. Oh, there's one. No, we should have went this way.
No,
we're catching fish. We went the right way. We know we went the right way. We're catching fish.
That's a nice one. Look here.
Oh, boy, there's a gorgeous fish. I mean, gorgeous fish.
Pushing 2.5 maybe or something.
Every bit of 2.5. I'm gonna say 2 3/4. Yeah, buddy.
He's a good one.
One of the things I did with this spinnerbait, I put a really nice big hook on it. I mean, you want a good hook on a spinnerbait. Super sharp, extremely great hook. We're gonna have to, how are we gonna get over that tree?
That's a good question.
I got a saw blade on my pocket knife.
We stump jump in Louisiana, but that's a little better than a stump.
That ain't a stump.
That's a full-grown tree.
The stump's up there on the bank. Where was he, out in the middle again? Is that another big one?
Look out there, what a leap on him.
Pretty nice one.
He's a high jumper. Look at, oh,
he's a leaping lunker.
Man, what are you talking about? Man, he's got a grip. Good night.
Don't let him eat the prop off my motor.
Come here. Look at that. He's shaking his head no, but it's yes. He's coming on in. Look here.
You running that slow again?
Uh-huh. Slow when I can. He's heavy.
You know, catching them slow, we might want to put some crankbaits on, throw them out in the middle of this creek. Try that a little bit. We might do that in a little bit.
Okay. That's an idea.
If they ever slow down biting this spinnerbait, which they're not, so far they're not doing.
There he is, y'all.
That's a good one.
Nice.
That thing jumped 3 foot in the air, didn't it?
See you later, buddy. Thanks for the fight. I won. Let's
There
see
he
how
is.
he does
There
this
he
now.
is. On the other side of this tree.
Look at that. Right,
That's why you use high seas fishing line right there. The horse them out. Horse them out of there. Of course, if he was about 5 times that size, I might not be able to do that.
You forgot to kiss him.
Don't have time right now. Gotta get back out there again. There's another one. Right in the same spot. That's a bigger one.
That's a good one there.
That's a bigger one there. All right, we're gonna give this high seas line a test right here, buddy. Golly.
Only a test.
That's a good one there.
Yeah. Whoa!
Woo! Oh, don't fall
What I'm
away.
talking about.
That's the way you do it right there, sports fans. That's it right there.
5-pounder across the tree.
Looky there.
Yeah.
I think you need to retie. I don't care what brand line you got on after you do that. That puts a little strain on my Jimmy Houston rod too. This rod right here, Tim, look at that fish.
Is it good?
Tim's about to tell me, Jimmy, they can't breathe out of water. Look at that fish.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey.
This portion of Jimmy Houston Outdoors has been brought to you by Kid Casters, where fishing begins.